Hello. What? Right now? Fuck. I'm in the middle of the game. Cute. Cuz, join my little video shit I just put up. I'm about to beat this nigga ass, bro. I'm finna beat this nigga ass, bro. Watch this shit, bro. I'm streaming that shit, bro. I'm going live like Periscope on the fuck, nigga. Jump on that shit.
Setting the tone for the team. That's what I embrace. Hustling, the rebounding, the shot blocking, doing the dirty work. And every time I go out and play, I feel like the city has my back. And chocolate milk does too. It has protein, carbohydrates, and it tastes great. Everything that I need to recover after a hard workout.
And Coach, we are down on the venue as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sports. Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll take this past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to... Set up shop at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action here with Rosen. Wolf in there to drop him. 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. On play action, Rosen. He's going to loft one.
But no way.
Here. He's got
This is going to be something good.
And the Saints have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And this past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
To Traquan Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipopping in the middle of the field,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This is caught inside the 15. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Wow.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
A video could get his ass
out to kick it off.
For real, beat up.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
They were slap boxing.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
This shit hilarious, bro. That shit's funny as fuck to me, bro.
You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first time.
I laughed at the video. I laughed in real life.
Ultimate patience here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down right at
Look back. I was.
a gain of 5 there on the
Damn.
run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Is this the same part? Oh, he's been out right now. Oh, you didn't want to do it to him? Hey, that shit was hilarious, bro. You just go through your phone. You would be surprised what the fuck you find. So that's why I'm deleting shit, bro. Let me get back in, too.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run forward, Janovich. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left.
Why do it like that?
Incomplete.
Well, certainly the
Hello?
they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it.
I don't know.
Feel like
Not
they
a-
got
I
something
mean-
there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right.
Why?
We're
What
in the
happened?
first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Huh?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
You said what? I'm at home.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
I know.
And this will be caught at the 30.
Mari. Come on, Mari.
I think I remember you back boxing somebody big, fat.
A huge
That person
play
you hit
there
there,
for
that
Denver.
then you backed up.
41
You
yards.
came back in another.
I hold on, you got let me see,
Grab
let
it
me
with one
see.
hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite
I
another.
beat Mari.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they
I
start
popped
in.
Mari. Yeah.
But when it actually
that's
does
him-
happen
that's
in the
you?
heat of battle,
Okay.
brings me right out of my
I'm
seat.
quick. That was Mari. That is Mari.
That's Mari.
Now, here's another 1st and
I was
10.
trying to Mari.
Oh, yeah, damn. I got a whole bunch of good there, Mari. He's like telling me to watch too much TV back in the day. I'm trying to see if I get to the action, find the action. Like he was dancing with you the whole time.
He didn't want no smoke. I was beating that boy.
Yeah,
Back to
this
throw
one
now.
you were
First
throwing
down.
him over.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't
So you
connect.
fought with that right there.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And
But
that'll
that's my
bring
video.
up 2nd
Yeah,
down.
damn.
I'm going to need some
The
help
first,
with this
the other
one.
one.
How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit.
I thought you was Keyshawn at first. I'm like, man, that's Keyshawn. Keyshawn is one ball.
Film
I was like,
study,
oh,
that's one
I
where
did that
he's
shit like
just
that.
gonna shake his head.
This
He's
one
not
was
being
straight
able to
love.
And
I was
he
like,
for a Denver touchdown.
I was thought something happened to Keyshawn too,
And
but
for
then
the
we get
score.
it's
And the
round.
For real,
Broncos cut
everything.
into that lead.
Try
Down
to
3
call that
scores
boy no
already. This
answer
game
like
was
that,
really in
dude.
danger of getting
I'm
away
like,
from
damn,
them. They
nigga,
needed
I'm
a
like,
drive
everybody
like that,
like
especially on the
that.
road.
Not
Keyshawn,
only to
yeah, I'm
calm
like, okay,
themselves,
I put
but
him on
maybe
the day,
tamp
but
down the
this ain't
crowd a
really-
little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game
Damn,
could
bro.
have gotten away
Going
from them
for this
very
shit,
easily,
like, going
but
for the
instead,
memory.
the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Oh, no.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Oh, no.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wide open receiver.
Fuck was that, bro?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Yeah. Come on, Vaughn. Come on, boy. I hate that shit.
But not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rosen off the play action.
Don't try. Bruh. Vaughn Miller's choking on that dope, bro.
Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen.
Yeah. Stop playing. I should have picked that shit off. They trying to fuck, bro.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this
drive,
drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
June 30th.
Throwing again, it's Rosen.
That shit, bro, these niggas catch everything, man. Who that?
As his guys are in for
Bruh.
6.
Yeah.
And the Saints now
Yeah.
at 6.
Hell no. You said what?
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still
Yeah. That shit, what? You should see that shit right now, boy. Your ass would be like, whew.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 3
God.
touchdowns at 21.
Nah, I can't even.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Ooh. But these fuck niggas catch everything, bro.
Just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up the 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Cronin.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there.
I'm going to ask you a favor.
But what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
No.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go play action. It's Rosen.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they want to go and pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down. Here's Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are pouring it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to fire one, and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos are in for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints just continue to roll. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's halftime here in New Orleans. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Kamara. And running with power here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, this is Kamara. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to fourth down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are pouring it on. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free, and now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Nice job by that defensive front there, holding to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mike Daniels busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to connect with Berrios. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Braxton Berrios, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
18 yards the gain for number 18. On first down, it's Rosen. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. What's good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
There's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Rosen on 1st and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any pass.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vic Beasley. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On play action, Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home, right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right.
And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Skirts by him at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1.
That ain't nah, bro. This ain't EJ playing. He been left. He been left.
Before they get back at it again.
He gone.
Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3, and they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.
How the fuck you in this shit?
On EA Sports.
Unacceptable. Fuck wrong with y'all. Suck my dick, bitch. The fuck? How the fuck you quit this shit?